So I'm going to show you guys in this video how I achieved the whitewash look on my fireplace.
I'm going to start by taking all my decorations down, obviously.
And then I went ahead and swept the area up and cleaned the fireplace off, which you'll see here in a minute. And this part actually probably took longer than painting it. And you'll see my little helper here in a second. He was with me through the whole process of this. So yeah, that just goes to show how easy it was because my little baby was with me the whole time. I used Dixie Belle's White Lightning cleaner. That's what I have mixed up in that bottle. It's not Windex. It's the White Lightning cleaner, and I used it on the whole thing to clean the brick off. I honestly don't know if you are supposed to clean brick with that cleaner, but it worked out okay for me, so you might want to read the directions, but I didn't, and it worked out, so it was okay. Got this part up as much as I could because this is the boring part, the cleaning and the prepping, but this part honestly took longer than painting the fireplace. So if you do this to your fireplace or anything, just know that this part takes the longest. So then I went ahead and taped it off, you know, just basic obvious stuff. And I sped up the process through the rest of the video, so I'll just quit talking about it and let you watch until the other part, and I'll explain what I did. Okay, so I used Dixie Belle's Color Buttercream, and what I did was mixed half a cup of water and then half a cup of Dixie Belle. So I used the 16-ounce container, and I think I used about half of it. Like I said, I just filled half a cup of water and half a cup of the paint and mixed it all in together, and then I went to the fireplace. This part here is pretty self-explanatory. I just took my paintbrush and started slapping it on there. I kept a towel nearby to kind of wipe it off if I thought I got it on too much, but that actually didn't help at all. It wouldn't wipe it off, really, the texture of my brick. It just didn't do anything useful. And then you can see I started to sometimes kind of go at angles, like in X patterns, and like I say here later in the video, that just doesn't end up looking cute like that, so I wouldn't recommend that. I would just recommend going in just painting in an up and down pattern or side to side. Then that way you can control, that way, and use a paintbrush rather than a roller, because then you can control how much you get on in the grout. I'm loving how it's looking too. I really wanted it to be not like a solid white, but kind of like a distressed, chippy almost looking white. And I think I'm achieving that with this, so I'm really loving it so far. Oh, there we go. It's looking good. All right, and then moving on to the front. There's really nothing to say about this part either. It's pretty self-explanatory. I was just actually so amazed at how easy this was. I mean, as you can see, it's so simple. I couldn't believe it. And the Dixie Belle paint works perfect. Like, it didn't leave any kind of a shine. I didn't want this to be shiny or anything like that, so it's perfect. Okay, and then here in a second, when I get about midway down, you can see that I kind of went, when I was painting, I kind of went in an X pattern, like I mentioned earlier. And I didn't like that. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just stuck with side to side and up and down motions. But it ended up turning out fine. I just kept painting over it. Right there, coming up here. I just painted over it and kept painting it, and it was fine in the end. But I would not recommend that. Otherwise, this is so easy, and I would recommend it to anybody. So here it is, all finished. And like I said, I just really wanted it to be like a distressed look and not a solid white. So I love how this turned out. So if this is a look you're trying to achieve on your fireplace, if it's a similar brick, then it will be perfect. So let me know what you all think in the comments, and thank you for watching.